See me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments. I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Wingard, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Would you buy a car? Good morning, sports fans. Ernie Over and Sean O'Braid here with you from Powell High School, the Big Horn Basin Tournament. And we are getting ready to have the Thermopolis Bobcats and the Greybull Buffs play in this second day of action here in Powell High School. We've got the junior varsity game going on right now, and Thermopolis is just running all over the Greybull Buffs. 57-31, and that's going to be the end of the game. They're not going to get a shot off. So the JVs from the Bobcats win 57-31, and then we'll have a few minutes before the varsity team comes on the floor. Sean, this has been a good tournament.
This has been a fun tournament. I thought that Thermopolis might have gotten that win earlier in the day yesterday, but they're coming into this game 0-2, looking for some redemption, and Greybull seems to be kind of a more evenly matched team with them. They had a tough out against a speedy Wyoming Indian team and a really physical Lander Valley team that just kind of did whatever they wanted to them. Today they kind of have a Greybull team that's also down on their luck, and both these teams looking for that win on a Saturday to go home happy.
Yeah, the Greybull Buffs opened the tournament against the Powell Panthers and got run out of the gym. Powell really put the foot on the accelerator in that game. Of course, it's Powell's home floor, and you expect, at least another 10 points or so, but they won that game. There was a running clock at the end, over 40 points. So Greybull would like to see some redemption in this game this morning.
And Thermopolis wants to prove that they can do a lot on offense without Cord. Cord Simmerall still not here, right? Oh, Cord is going to be here today. Very good news. That's going to be great news for Thermopolis. He seems to have gotten over his sickness. And even if he didn't, I'm sure he saw the games yesterday and thought, I can help. So he needs to be a force on offense like he was last weekend. And if he plays even 50% of how he played last week, I think he'll be a really good force for this Thermopolis team against Greybull. Yeah,
he's out there practicing right now, and he looks good, doesn't look tired, and he's making his shots in the warm-up here, so that's good for the Thermopolis Bobcats. And we are listening, I should mention, the pregame show here today, and it
101.7.
Yeah, on 101.7 and YO Today YouTube. And we'll be back with our pregame show, sponsored by Gotchi Rehabilitation Center, right after we listen to these.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Ernie Over and Sean O'Brate, and later on this morning in this game we'll have Kevin Gerber and Travis Bomagen with us joining a new team for the Thermopolis Bobcats here on KDNO 101.7. So we're gearing up a new broadcast team, and we'll start the game and end the game and let Kevin and Travis go. It's nice to have a couple hometown boys do the hometown game, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah, and we've already gotten a lot of good reviews both on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you like Kevin and Travis, let them know in the comment section, whether you're listening to it on YouTube or if you're listening to it on the radio, go to the Facebook page and let us know. And they're Kevin Gerber, former coach, and Travis, his son's on the basketball team, and he seems to be really knowledgeable about basketball as well. So we're just excited to be able to sit back and relax today, huh?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Good for the voice anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, and as Kevin just told us that Cord Simmerall is going to be a starter he didn't play yesterday, and his absence was really noticed on the Thermopolis team. He's one of the leading scorers for the Bobcats, and he was a little ill this week, and has recovered now. We're glad to see Cord back on the court.
Yeah, and not just on offense. He really finds his motive to get into the fast break from his rebounding ability. He does a great job of getting under the basket and getting easy layups and putting them through the hoop, which they had a problem doing that yesterday, finding easy layups and easy under the basket opportunities a lot harder than they should be. So Cord brings a different level of intensity to this offense and underneath the basket in general.
Yeah, and he's a well-spoken young man too. We had him on the air down in Rollins, and he knows his basketball and is able to relate that. The thing about a leader is you have to be able to communicate to your players, and he certainly has that.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a leader, and he's actually going to be leading kind of a new group of starters. I don't mean to step on your feet here, but let's get into our Sutherland starting lineup here, and we'll let you know just how different this Thermopolis starting lineup is compared to the last couple weeks. Starting, we have Canyon Gerber, we have Cord Simmerall coming back from his absence, Ellis Weber, and Cody Bommingen. And kind of a surprise, but also someone I've been rooting for on the air for the last couple weeks, Delmonico Dukes is going to be starting, and he has proven himself in the JV games as well as in practice, Coach Shane said, and so we're going to get a good look at Del starting off the game, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is. And on the other side of the roster for the Greybull Buffs, they're going to go with Colby Henderson, Aiden Reese, Cade Cooper, Cale Wright, and Beto Diaz-Rios. Diaz-Rios. And Beto, a pretty good player under the post.
Yes, he is, and he actually made himself known against Powell. He was probably the biggest thorn in Powell's side last night in that big win, and I think that he could be kind of a thorn in Thermopolis' side if they don't get to him early and make sure that he is not just sitting under the basket unguarded.
Okay, you've had the Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups, and we've had here on the Gotchi Rehabilitation Center pregame show, and we'll be back with the start of our basketball game after this.
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Okay, we're just about a minute away from the start of this morning's basketball game. I tell you, we had a lot of good basketball yesterday. Lander picked up a couple of wins. Wyoming Indian went 1-1. Thermop, unfortunately, went 0-2.
They had two tough games.
And Greybull went 0-2. And we were talking with Kevin and Travis earlier, and they were able to pick up an extra game last night over in Cowley as the Glen Rock Herders were unable to make it across. The roads were closed, and so they played a lot of young kids in that game last night. Then they lost by 2 points. But it was good for them to get out there and get this experience. And we now have our Edward Jones, Travis Winiger keys of the game. Here's Sean.
Yeah, so the keys of the game for Thermopolis is pretty easy. You need to get Cord Simmerall into the game and feeling like himself. If Cord, for any reason, is missing a step or if he's a little bit slow today, you need to find other answers on offense like you tried to do yesterday. Hopefully Delmonico Dukes and this new lineup that they have for the starters kind of brings a new energy that maybe they didn't have yesterday. Outside of that, on defense, you really need to protect under the basket because Greybull has a lot of big bodies, not just tall, but just big bodies that they're going to be on the floor for a lot of minutes. And if they get physical underneath the basket, it could be foul trouble for Thermopolis, or it could be injuries. It could be a lot of points for Greybull no matter what. So you really need to cover the basket underneath the paint really, really well today. Otherwise, Greybull could actually shock the world here.
Yeah, and Greybull, a much taller team, as you just mentioned.
Much taller.
Much taller. And the young man under there, Beto Diaz Rios, boy, he's a monster in the post.
Yeah, he's having himself a weekend, too. You know, losses aren't indicative of one or two people. He's had a really good game, and you can see he just kind of fills out that jersey a little bit more than the rest of them. That was our Edward Jones Keys to the Game, and that was our Gotchi pregame show. And now we are heading into the first of 4 games today, including the 4:30 championship game at Powell Basketball Stadium. Wow, right off the bat, had to save it from getting out of bounds.
Yeah, and the Greybull Buffs win the toss, save the ball from going out of bounds, and now they're on the route and playing with the ball. Cale Wright right on top of the key to Cade Cooper underneath the basket to Reese. His shot is up off, not good, and going high for the rebound. Guess who? Cord Simmerall. Simmerall brings it down off to Weber. Weber back to Simmerall. Simmerall to Weber on top of the key. They're playing catch. Now it goes over to Gerber. Gerber has the ball knocked away. Picked up, however, by Weber. Weber back over to Simmerall. Weber back to Simmerall again, playing catch here on top of the key. Now Weber has it over to Simmerall, drives the baseline, can't shoot. Bomajan on the right side takes a long shot. It rolls in and out. Not good. Greybull with the rebound. No score in the game yet. We played 1 minute. Thermopolis and Worland bringing the ball down in the paint, and there goes a shot up by Cale Wright.
You said Worland. It's Greybull we're playing.
Did I say Worland?
Yeah, well, they were in Worland.
Oh, they were in Worland. Well, you know, there's so much orange in this arena here.
It really is the most orange place you'll be other than maybe Oklahoma State.
That's right. At the free throw line is, let's see, who is that? Cale Wright.
Yes.
Cale Wright's shot's up and not good. The foul, by the way, was on Delmonico Dukes, his first team foul. And Cale Wright now at the line for his second free throw. Shot's up and good. So he gets 1 of 2. Now Thermopolis has Weber on the near side. Bomajan back over to Weber. They're kind of the 1-2 guys here on top of the key. Down court to Bomajan in the right side.
Oh,
it
goes
to Gerber. His shot's up off, not good. Rebound by Delmonico. And Duke's got the rebound. Now here's Cord Simmerall in the paint. Kicks it back out around the horn. Underneath the basket. Now to Delmonico. His shot's up and off, not good. Rebounded by the big guy, Diaz Rios. And there's a steal by Delmonico Dukes underneath the basket. Oh, there was a travel.
I'm excited to see Ellis Weber play, though. He's playing like a true point guard. He's trying to find the open man. He's a little bit shorter, so you know that he may not want to take the shot as much. He could very easily pass a lot of his players open.
Aiden Reese kicks it down court on the inbounds pass to Cade Cooper. Now on the near side, Henderson has it. There's a little floater from 5. Not good, out of bounds off Thermopolis. And Greybull will have it under the Thermopolis basket.
Yeah, Gerber tried to rebound it and ended up just kind of getting off of his fingers and going right out of bounds.
And we have 6:12 to go. First period 1-0 Greybull on our Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Here's the inbounds pass underneath to Diaz Rio, and he gets it up and has a first basket of the game. And that's that muscle we talked about. He was just right in the paint and was able to knock it off the boards. Down court, Bomajan has it over to Weber. On the far side now, it goes to Gerber. Gerber has it in the corner, launches a long one. It's off the back of the iron, not good. Diaz Rios with the rebound. Long outlet pass, almost picked off there. Colby Henderson has it underneath the basket. Can't shoot, so it goes out on tap. With the ball is not Reese, but we do have an elbow on Thermopolis. And the personal is going to be on Del Monaco Dukes, and that's his second.
Now look, they're going to refresh the whole team for Thermopolis. They got all of their original starters coming in. Obviously, this JV team has done so well this week, and obviously we saw them a little bit earlier against Greybull's JV. They played really, really down to the minute and tough last night against Cali. So I think Coach Shane just wanted to get them their own starts here in varsity, and now we're going to see what the original starters can do.
Yeah, and that always boosts the confidence. There's a long shot by Colby Henderson from outside, and on the inbounds pass, it's good. It's now 6-0. Yeah, I got it. 6-0 on the outside. There's the Corbin Cimarral underneath the basket. Around the horn it goes now. Hadley Johnson has it on the far side over to McCoy Longwell. McCoy to Corbin Cimarral on the near side now. Gavin Shumway underneath. Whistle. No, that's the other gym. Boy, that always confuses me. I don't like this gym because they've got two courts right alongside each other without any sound preparation there.
You'll hear whistles and buzzers.
Yep. So we have a break in the action here while some more substitutions are made. 5 minutes to go in the first period of play. It's Greybull 6, Thermopolis nothing. On the far side outside, we have McCoy Longwell underneath. Oh, to Jet Longwell for 2. And Thermopolis is on the board. That was a really nice pass. Now they're going on full court pressure as Greybull tries to bring the ball down. Colby Henderson. Bounce pass stolen away. Nice steal underneath the basket. There's a layup. It's blocked. Whoa, Gavin Shumway went up for the basket, and it was knocked out of bounds off of Thermopolis, so Greybull will have the ball. That's one of the best blocks we've seen all tournament.
That was definitely a good block, and the block actually landed right on Shumway's head, which bounced off out of bounds. That's just a bad bounce. Typically a good block like that, it's still your ball, but that was deafening right there.
Aiden Reese to bring the ball in. The Thermopolis being very tenacious in the backcourt. There's Diaz Rios with it. Double teamed right at the timeline. Ball gets over to Cale Wright. Whistle, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Hadley Johnson. And that'll be Johnson's first personal foul.
And, they just got the steal when they called the foul. It was almost a late call, but that was they could have just gotten the steal because of the foul. Either way, they're playing this tenacious defense. It's really working right now.
Reese brings it in to Cale Wright. Back over to Reese on the right side outside. 4:14 to go. First period, 6-2. Greybull with the lead. Underneath, there's a shot off the glass. Up, off, not good. Rebound is put up and in, and we'll have an and one for Cade Cooper.
Cade Cooper is towering over everyone on his team and the Bobcats team. So that's one of those other guys. Whereas Diaz Rios is a little bit bigger and more physical under the basket, Cade just has the height that you just can't really put a pin in.
Yeah, he's the tallest dude out there on the floor, and he'll go for the and one here. Cooper eyes the hoop. The shot is good. Rings around and drops right through, and it goes 9-2 Greybull on our Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're halfway through. See, there's an instance where that buzzer on the other side of the court almost stopped play here on this side of the court. There's Longwell to Cimarral. Cimarral on the near side, back to McCoy Longwell, to Corbin Cimarral, over to Shumway for 3. It's short, not good. Rebound is going to go to Thermopolis and out of bounds, unfortunately. Nice try that time by McCoy Longwell, but he stepped on the line. So Thermop will go back on defense. Taking it out is Aiden Reese. 3:38 to go, first period, 9-2, the Greybull Buffs. There's Cooper. Cooper with it. Hands it off to Henderson. Henderson almost lost the handle. Picks it back up underneath to Diaz Rio. Back over to Cooper. Shots up, off, not good. Rebound is up, not good. And a nice rebound by Cord Cimarral for the Thermopolis Bobcats. Cord brings it down the court off to Shumway. Now over in the corner to McCoy Longwell. Cross court it goes to, there's the long shot, up, off, not good by Corbin Cimarral. And the big guy, Cooper, gets the rebound for the Greybull Buffaloes. 3:02 to go, first period, 9-2. There's
nice
a nice
steal
steal by Corbin Simmerall for, and the layup is not good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Greybull's ball.
What did we talk about all day yesterday? Missing those easy shots under the basket are going to come back to bite you. And right now, could be 9-4. It could be 9-6 right now with another missed easy layup earlier. And it's still 9-2.
Thermopolis putting on full court pressure and bringing the ball down the court is Cale Wright. Over to Cooper, and we have, a held ball or a foul? Yeah, held ball. Well, that was great, and Thermop has the possession arrow.
Corbin landed on his elbow. Doesn't look like he's feeling too hot right now.
Yeah, he's rubbing the elbow there as he goes back to the bench.
That's not good.
Yeah,
Corbin's one of
that hurt.
Oh, he's really kind of in pain right now. This isn't just a funny bone situation.
Yeah, if you've ever banged your elbow, you know what that feels like, and he's still rubbing it over there on the bench. Here's the inbounds. It goes to Gerber. Gerber in the corner, bounce pass. Bomagen knocked it out of bounds. It'll go to Greybull. 2:38 to go, 9-2. First period of play here in Powell at the Big Horn Basin Tournament. Greybull with the height advantage and the lead right now.
Nice
There's a
block
steal.
by Dell.
Gerber from the free throw line, little bit short. Rebound goes underneath the basket to Weber. His shot's up, not good. Rebound fought for, and it goes to Weber. Weber has it on top of the key to Cord Simmerall. Shots up, good.
What a shot.
Cord Simmerall. He was, I tell you what, his feet were off the floor when he made that shot. That was just a great fadeaway. Here's Diaz, Rio, long pass across the court, goes over to Aiden Reese, shots up and good. Reese with the basket. Boy, that was a nice shot from about 12 feet away. And
that shot wouldn't have happened if Gerber had put his hands up on that long pass. He had a very easy opportunity to steal that.
Well, that's why you put your hands up when you're on defense. It stops those kind of shots. Here's Weber over to Gerber on the far side. Underneath the basket, Cord Simmerall, ball is knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Thermopolis.
That was a weird bounce. I think Cord either tried to bounce it off of the Greybull player out of bounds or maybe tried to bounce pass it to Bomagen, but either way, it's just a really tall bounce and ended up out of bounds.
Colby Henderson back into the Greybull lineup. Delmonico Dukes on the far side, now to Gerber, on top of the key, Weber. Bounce pass over to Simmerall, underneath the basket to Bomagen. He can't shoot. In the corner, Gerber hesitated. Now he just throws up a prayer, and it's recovered out of the air by the Greybull Buffs, and coming away with it is Colby Henderson. Henderson stops, loses the basketball, whistle, and we have a timeout called by Greybull just before the turnover happened.
I saw him push the T timeout after the ball was already in the hands of Gerber. I don't know if necessarily that would be a timeout anywhere else, but we'll take it with him. 1:11 left in the first quarter. It is 11-4 in favor of Greybull on our Pinnacle Bank of Thermopolis scoreboard.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Ernie Over, Sean O'Brate back with you at Powell High School, where the Greybull Buffs have an 11-4 lead over the Thermopolis Bobcats. A minute 11 to go here in the first period of play. There's Colby Henderson. Ball's thrown away, and we have a foul called. We have a foul called on Thermopolis. That's on Del Dukes. That's his third personal foul, Sean.
Yeah, and, you know, he started this game, and we had some high hopes for him. He's already missed one layup, but, you know, fouls aside, he's making his presence known on the court offensively and defensively.
Aiden Reese brings the ball in. It's kicked right back to him, down court to Cooper. Cooper on top of the key now to Colby Henderson. Henderson on the near side to Cale Wright. Right on the far side, Henderson underneath the basket. Oh, he muscles his way in. Cade Cooper for two more. He now has 5 in the game. 45 seconds to go. 13-4. Greybull on our Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Long pass Down court and across the key it goes. Cord Simmerall just outside the arc, drives inside the paint. Turnaround jump shot is in and out, and then out. And it
that was in, out, and
out.
Yeah.
Raiden Reese gets the rebound, goes over to right for Greybull. Down court, Diaz Rio. Boy, I thought he traveled on that play, and he threw it away instead. So Thermop gets it with 19 seconds to go.
They're going to put a whole new slew of Bobcats in here with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, we've got wholesale changes again. The first team coming back in.
And that brings some fresh legs to the court. If your boys are tired and it's showing, you want to make sure that you get them out of there and get them a water hydrated. But also with 20 seconds left, you're hoping these boys can put something together, maybe get some momentum heading into the second.
Cord Simmerall with the ball on the far side.
Nice
underneath
passing.
The basket to Jet Longwell. Back over to Simmerall on the far side. Now it's a Shumway. Near side, it's McCoy. On the far side, there's a long jumper for three. It's up off, not good. Rebounded by Diaz Rios. And that's the end of the first period of play. And after one, it's Greybull 13 and Thermopolis 4.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
All right, and we're back. Here's Kevin Gerber doing the play-by-play with Travis Bomagen helping out with the color commentating, and we're going to take over and be in your living room, I guess, for the next couple quarters. So just want to introduce us. Thanks for the opportunity to let us come and call this Bobcat game. So we start off the second quarter with Greybull having the lead, just come out and hit a 3, 16-4 by Wright, comes out and hits a 3 as Thermopolis has continued to kind of run a whole set of 2 crews in and out, and I don't know, probably Corpening trying to find who really fits together and who's going to make the plays.
Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend in regards to who's playing and what's been going on. Not sure if it's trying to figure out who's the best one or there's some other things going on, but it's definitely been an interesting weekend.
It has, for sure. And so currently we have kind of the second group, the group that was coming in off the bench. So we have Corbin Simmerall, McCoy Longwell, Jet Longwell, Gavin Shumway, and Hadley Johnson in currently. So Reese passes it in to Henderson. Oh, trap there. Oh, kind of a late call. Looks like some contact happened there. So foul is on Corbin Simmerall on that one. It kind of seems like we've been bailing him out on those traps there, Travis. We've been getting good traps and then almost bailing them out by fouling them.
Well, in a foul count, we've already got 7 in the game at this point, and the foul count 7-0, so not totally a equal call at this point.
No, and very often we find ourselves in that just because we do tend to be the more aggressive team when it comes to defense, but usually a discrepancy of 7 to none is not usually the best. But Henderson went up, had 2 free throws and made the first of the front end of the one-on-one, so he's going to take his second. And Henderson up, and it is good.
Well,
so
hopefully Thermop can kind of get some life going in the game. We're still stuck at 4 points with a score of 18-4. Hoping that in the second quarter we can kind of find our groove.
Yeah, Corbin Simmerall with a nice drive on the baseline, and that's kind of been the story of the game. Just good shots, good looks, and just can't quite get it over. So McCoy had the ball, and his brother, younger brother, was really wanting the ball in there, and then ended up getting three seconds, which is unfortunate. But
Bobcats still in the full court press.
They tend to be giving them kind of a hard time as far as like slowing them up. But that was a great play. Pass into Cooper, coming off of Goten's pass. So now McCoy and Hadley Johnson bringing the ball up nice and slow, taking their time, but got it across the half-court line. And Corbin thought about a three, but passed it up over to Gavin. Hadley Johnson in the short corner. Back up to Gavin and over to McCoy. Passing it back and forth. Oh, hit the high post there and Jet. And then a reach-in foul. Looks like it might have been on Reese there.
Well, the Bobcats continue to be patient on offense, but still getting those easy, good shots, but just can't seem to find the opening to that bucket.
Right. It's kind of like last night, that third game that they had against Rocky Mountain. Just took a little bit, and then once they started getting it going, it was good. But we need to kind of get there again. So pass came in to Brody Potter, and Brody Potter took the shot up and left it short, but got fouled. So he'll be going to the free throw line for a couple shots. Brody's first shot is up, and it's just a little bit short, so hopefully we can get this next one in. Again, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard right now with 6:19 left in the second quarter shows Greybull Buffs up 20 over Thermopolis Bobcats 4. Second one is up and good, so Brody Potter got that one in, and looks like we're going to get a timeout, so we'll be back here in 15-30 seconds.
Take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and we come back now after the timeout again on the Pinnacle scoreboard. We have 6:19 left in this first half with Greybull up 20-5 over Thermopolis. So Greybull will be passing the ball in. Passes it over to Wright. Wright gets into the middle to Cooper. Wright brings it back up. High pass, throws it right into the corner. It's right where Thermopolis wants him to get it to, but again, we kind of bailed him out. Corbin Simmerall kind of hooked him with his leg and got him down to the ground, so that's his second foul, and we'll be sending Reese to the free throw line.
Yeah, we got 8 fouls this quarter. We still have 6 minutes left. That could play into Greybull's favor for sure.
Yeah, sure could. So front end of the one-on-one is missed, but Cooper goes in for Greybull and gets the rebound. Little left-hand shot there by Henderson. He's a deceptive shooter there because he's a good left-handed shooter, makes a good jumper there. So pass it in. McCoy with a long three, and it is good. All right, finally nice to see the
lid
ice
come
off.
Bit. That's right. We got to score 22-8.
That's right.
Hopefully
sometimes that's all it takes.
Double digits here pretty soon.
That's right. All right, pass up to Gotan, and he turns it over to McCoy. McCoy with a one-on-one fast break. Good pump fake. Pass off to Corbin Simmerall. And it rolls just off.
We can't make those little shots. If we could make the little shots, I think we'd be leading this game.
Yep, I agree with you. It's just, man, it's tough. But they get the rebound, passes it over to Wright, and Wright passes the ball up. Corbin Simmerall with the steal. Pass up to Gavin. Gavin up to McCoy. McCoy jump stop. right at the block. Passes it over to Corbin Simmerall for a 3. And just short again. Good rebound by Gotan.
Greybull definitely has not let down their intensity. They continue to attack the basket with their big guys, but their outside shooting has also been pretty phenomenal.
Yep, and Reese just right on cue. Reese hits a nice deep 3. So again, on the Pinnacle scoreboard right now with 4:45 left in the first half, it is 25-8. Greybull's leading over Thermopolis. Skip pass from Corbin Simmerall over to McCoy. McCoy up to Gavin. Back over to Corbin. Corbin kind of maybe passing on a shot when he normally would have taken it if they're falling in. But Gavin from way deep at the top of the key, and now, unfortunately, an air ball. So now we bring in the starters again from Thermopolis as they switch out here at the 4.5-minute mark. So we'll see if maybe we can get some energy going. I think that's really what Corpening's trying to do, is just get some energy from one group or another just to...
Well, it hasn't been his style to do the complete 5-man line change. So, again, this weekend, some different style of approach from him is evident.
Right. Yeah, usually it's a 7 or 8-man play, and this weekend it's been anywhere from 10 to 12. So good weekend to try it. Takeaway by Bomagen there. He got that. Passes it over to Cord Simmerall. Cord with a good hard drive. And man,
both those boys went down hard.
Big hard hit.
Cord still on the ground. His players are helping him get up.
Yeah.
He's a little bit, I don't know if he rung his bell or just kind of hit his knee.
Yeah, or got hit where the flu was hurting before. might have been part of it too.
He's holding that left elbow.
Yeah, I think
his arm a little bit.
Yeah, he did. And Diaz Rios is not a small guy to run into, and kind of took him out too. Looks like maybe even broke his glasses or did something.
They got some work going on the sideline for Greybull, trying to get his glasses back in place.
So he's going to go back out and play with some double vision here for a little bit.
We'll see if he plays better or worse.
That's
Some of
right.
these guys play a little better
That's
sometimes
right.
if they break the glasses.
That's right. You do the LeBron, you shoot for the middle hoop, and call it good. All right, so Cord Simmerall with his first free throw, and probably feeling a little bit of that foul, and so misses the front end of that. And for the first time, Will Cole is going to come in and relieve Del Dukes. So William Cole is going to be in, and he's a fast guard for us, and so he really can get in there and cause some havoc. As Cord hits his second.
Score currently 25-9 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard of Thermopolis.
Yep, halfway through the second quarter, so Thermopolis showing some pressure again, and they break it and pass it out to Henderson again. Henderson, can't tell if they're going to call it.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a travel, but it looks like
too. But it looks like they're calling a push from behind.
Yeah, had a push from behind from Ellis Weber.
We got 9 fouls, almost to double bonus.
Right.
4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
Again, that's going to prove to be a negative point for us.
That's right. Lengthens the game as well, which right now maybe we need the length so we can start getting some buckets. But that was Ellis's first foul. So looks like we're still at the one-on-one. I think originally they thought it was maybe on the shot, but it's not. So it'll be a front end of one-on-one coming. And Reese with Greybull checks in. Again, following this Thermop team for quite a while, there's a few of these Greybull boys that it seems like they've been playing for 10 years because they've played so well and they're good players and have started varsity for a number of years. So you just keep seeing them and you're like, man, are these kids ever going to graduate? But front end of the one-on-one is made, and then the second one is missed, and Cody Bomagen comes up with the rebound, passes it over to Gerber. Gerber up to Cole. Cole passes it back over. So this 2-3, which the Bobcats have seen a number of times this weekend, more than they've probably seen the whole rest of the season. So they're getting to work on their zone offense. Good fake pass by Cord Simmerall there, catching it in the short corner. He's going to go up strong.
Down low.
Oh, man, just again in and out.
Not by those bunnies.
Nope. Henderson with the rebound, passes it over to Reese. Reese over to right over to Gotan, and he's going to take it up, and Cody Bomagen contests. Gotan gets his offensive rebound, and then Cord Simmerall comes up after the miss by Gotan. Cord bringing it up the left-hand side, passes it over to Weber at the top of the key. Oh, and a fumble by Weber, and
Weber with the, I thought it was going to be a block from behind.
That might be that might be one of the effects of not being the tallest player on the team. It looks like he had a great block on Reese as he was going up. Reese kind of let up on the layup and
took the gas or foot off the gas.
Yep, he sure did. And Weber didn't give up on the play and looked like he made a great play on the ball, but they called him.
That's one of the strengths of Ellis Weber. He just gives 100% all the time.
Absolutely.
Just a great energy player on the floor.
Energy, and I imagine even though we're sitting in the top of the bleachers, there's going to be times you can probably even hear him over the microphones because he always is talking, especially on defense. He's a great player for us, and been fun to watch him.
Coach's dream.
That's
fun
right.
Fun to coach for sure.
Absolutely. All right, in the front end of, or he had 2 shots, and so Reese makes the first one there. He's been at the charity stripe a number of times here already, and he's done well. And second one is on the way. Oh, it looks like I jinxed him. So he missed that second one. Cody Bomagen comes down with it, passes it over to William Cole. William Cole up to Gerber at the top. Gerber over to Weber. Gerber gets it back up the top, passes it over. So they're just back and forth trying to find a weak spot in that zone, trying to get him out of rotation. A lot of the times I'd like to see him just do a fake pass, and that gets that moving.
Gerber deep.
Just
off the left.
Yeah, Bomagen had a great look at him and just missed it short. It looks like second group for Bobcats is going to come back in, so we'll have a new group of 5 out there again. So we have both the Longwells, McCoy and Jet, Gavin Shumway, Corbin Simmerall, and Hadley Johnson. So again, maybe just hoping that keeping some energy up on this full court press and keeping fresh legs after a long day yesterday of basketball. All right, Gotan up with a shot, misses it. Good contest by Hadley Johnson. Hadley comes up with the rebound. After it bounces around a little bit, he passes it up to Corbin Simmerall, over to McCoy. McCoy with a deep 3, and just short again. Jet and Cooper fighting over it.
Hadley
Corbin
Johnson.
gets it.
Oh,
good job. Corbin
Good
Simmerall
save.
gets it, saves it without going over the half-court line. Over to Hadley Johnson. Hadley, deep 3. Man, just short again. Hadley following his shot and almost got the rebound, but it ended up in Wright's hands with Greybull. And then from behind, McCoy Longwell gets it, passes it up to Gavin Shumway. It's a 4-on-3. Oh, it looks like Greybull did a great job. Transition defense, got back.
Hadley Johnson, he was injured the first part of the season, but he's definitely moving better, not favoring that ankle like he had been. So.
Oh, man, yeah, and it just kind of seemed at one point, anytime he stepped on a pebble or anything, he was rolling the ankle. So it's good to see him out there and being able to play. It looks like pretty close to 100%.
I would agree.
So Pinnacle scoreboard right now with 90 seconds left in this first half. Greybull Buffs up 27 to 9 over the Thermopolis Bobcats. Bobcats looking to just kind of find some type of opening inside, and McCoy attacks, looks to pass it off. Had a good look, but just got a hand in there by Gotan with Greybull. Wright ends up with the ball over to Henderson. Henderson passes it up to Reese. Reese at half court, kind of in no man's land when it comes to a press, so it made Greybull have to call a timeout. So Pinnacle Bank scoreboard with 1:11 left in the first half. Greybull Buffs 27, Thermopolis Bobcats 9. We'll be back.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here with the end of the second quarter here. Again, with the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 1:11 left. The Greybull Buffs up 27 to 9 over the Thermopolis Bobcats. So let's see if it'd be nice to see Thermopolis get a nice little run here, get some energy going to finish out this first half. Travis, and maybe go in the locker room with some energy.
I don't know. Like you said, last night we started off cold and then came back on strong, but we just have not been able to open up that basket to be a friendly thing. Maybe change of direction next half might be in our favor.
Maybe it's wind blowing in the wrong direction. All right, so Henderson with the long 3 looked good, but fell a little bit short, and then good box out there by
Gavin Shumway.
Yeah, by Gavin and Gotan with the over-the-back call there. So foul count now is Thermopolis with 10 and Greybull with 4. Just under a minute left in this first half.
Greybull continues to be the full court press and then drop back into that 2-3 zone.
Right.
Bobcats bringing it up nicely, breaking the press.
Yeah, they really haven't had too many issues other than it's just taking time off the clock at this point. Being down near 18, that's more of a problem. But Gavin pulls up.
Nice deep three, Gavin Shumway.
Nice shot. So make that one. Looks like he was just over the line, so it gave him a 2
really?
on that one. Yeah, yep. They pass it across, and just like that, it just seems like Thermopolis thrives off of some made baskets. Man, they make it. It gives them a little extra energy, and then they fly around and
their press when they're going 100% is almost suffocating. That's what happened there. A long pass over the top and out of bounds. So Thermop regains the.
That's right. So we got 25 seconds left in this first half. So we'll see if Thermop's going to play for a final look or if they kind of go for a 2-for-1. Looks like they're going to
down the middle. Oh,
good shot.
Miss the one down the middle.
Good hustle by Hadley Johnson to not give up on it.
Knocks the ball loose.
Thermop
again.
He's got 5 seconds left as McCoy looks in the corner. Deep three. Oh, misses. Looks like Diaz-Rios gets that miss and then pass it out to Henderson, and that will be the end of the half. Again, on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard at halftime, it shows Greybull Buffs 27, Thermopolis Bobcats 11, and we'll be back for the halftime show.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here for the halftime show.
As we get ready for the halftime show, going to be doing some stats, trying to get some of the screen pieces going here. We got the Hot Springs Health halftime show.
And kind of a hard-fought game here, Travis, as we're, as these boys are now into their fourth game of the weekend and including three, some of them playing parts of the 3 JV games as well. So I imagine there's some soreness and being tired and, not too far from the winter break that they had over the Christmas and New Year's. as well. So I imagine, I could probably give them a whole lot of excuses of why they're tired or why those things are going. But still, in the end, it's still basketball. You still got to make some buckets, and just having a hard time.
That's the thing. I think they're doing a good job running the offense, defense. They're creating the turnovers. It's just when it comes down to it, they're not making the shots. And majority of the shots are within 8 feet of the basket, and you just cannot finish. And when you're not finishing, you're not going to win basketball games. So that's kind of been the story all weekend.
Yeah, it really has been, and I think you kind of. It's one of those sayings where they say you got to forget and move on to the next one. But, man, it's really hard if you don't start seeing those layups go in or the free throws, and then, you kind of start taking some desperation shots from deeper, hoping that those will go in. And when all of those start falling short, you kind of start questioning, what you're doing or where you're taking it or whatever. So, and rhythm is something that's super important as well. And the, kind of original starters, are seeing something a little bit different where they're coming in off the bench and everything, and some new starters, probably with a little bit of those pregame jitters and everything that goes along with being a new starter in a varsity game. There's some other things that are going on, just maybe messing up the rhythm a little bit, but maybe after a halftime and a good talk from Coach Korpening, they'll come out and be on, going on all cylinders.
Well, and that's my hope. Behind the scenes, we as spectators, there's definitely a different style that's been going on this week in regards to the substitution pattern and things. So not sure what has happened there, but as you said, Korpening might be trying to look out for, who's going to be able to step up and maybe produce. But as we work through that, I'm hopeful that the boys can kind of get into that rhythm that you talk about. So much of basketball is confidence. And when you have that confidence and it's flowing through you, things just happen well. And right now, we just cannot get into the rhythm.
Right. That's exactly right. So you're joining us here at the Hot Springs Health halftime show. And also want to give a shout out to KDNO at 101.7 if you're listening on the radio, and WYO Today on YouTube, where you can also see this on the screen and watch it as you listen to us. So you'll have to forgive us if you're watching it. Sometimes we're a little behind on what's going on, but we're giving it our go. So again, I'm Kevin Gerber. This is Travis Bomagen, and as we move into the stats